Watching times now, the focus now shifts across to yet another scam which is being alleged by the BJP in West Bengal. Siphoning and diverting of the funds is the charge which has been levelled, and Suvendu Adhikari has written to the Prime Minister regarding this. Yet another scam. Now that's the big breaking news which is coming in. Remember, this at a time when already there is massive row over Partha Chatterjee and Arpita being probed by the Enforcement Directorate in the SSC scam, which has already cinched the Mamata government to such an extent that Mamata Banerjee was forced to remove Partha Chatterjee, to suspend him from the party as well, remove him from all posts, and also act against his MOS. So in the midst of it all, BJP now alleges that there is yet another scam which is undergoing in West Bengal on Mamata's watch. Let me go across to Tamal Saha, who's joining us. Tamal, what does this letter that Suvendu Adhikari, of course he's the leader of opposition, part of the BJP, has written to the Prime Minister?
Well, the significance of this letter, even though the content of the letter has been stated and reiterated multiple times by Suvendu Adhikari, the leader of opposition, but the significance of the letter is the timing of sending this letter. Yesterday, Mamata Banerjee, as the Chief Minister of the state, has met with the Prime Minister, and during the course of meeting, she had handed over a letter to the Prime Minister suggesting that there are funds from the central government which are still due for the state of West Bengal to the tune of more than 1 lakh crore. Now, she had been maintaining that because the funds are not being released by the central government, that is impinging upon the functioning of the state, and state is facing fund crisis and difficulties, and that was the primary objective of the meeting, apart from the fact that it was also a courtesy meeting. But then Suvendu Adhikari has now written a letter to the Prime Minister reiterating the position that the central funds meant for central schemes are not properly being utilized, and we also can't discount the fact that for long there had been a showdown going on between Trinamool Congress and BJP over the names of all the social security schemes. For example, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, now that name in Bengal has been rechristened as Bangla Awas Yojana. Now, Suvendu Adhikari and BJP had been maintaining that the name change reflects insecurity on part of Trinamool Congress, and they are going for a credit fight. However, Trinamool Congress and Mamata Banerjee government maintains that if the project is for the state of West Bengal, then the name of Bengal should find a place. And if that had been a war for credit, then instead of Prime Minister, Chief Minister would have been added to the name of the Social Security scheme. That it was merely a change of name, but the benefits and the beneficiaries remained the same. But then it seemed like it was more or less a credit fight which was going on. But nonetheless, the state government of Mamata Banerjee maintains that there are a lot of funds to the tune of more than 1 lakh crore, which is pending from the central government to the state government. And she had met Prime Minister over that issue. But this letter from the Suvendu Adhikari reaches the Prime Minister a day after that meeting, possibly underlining the fact that there is a difference and this meeting between the Chief Minister and the Prime Minister.
So that's going to be very interesting if anything really comes out of these allegations. So far, remember, these are merely allegations. We'll have to wait and see if there is a probe into these allegations as well. Thank you so much, Tamal, for joining us. But with that, let's tell you how the heat on the Aam Aadmi Party government over excise policy has now been mounting. The LG has already taken action against Kejriwal's babus. The former excise commissioner as well as the deputy have been suspended. Major disciplinary action has been ordered by the Kejriwal government.